This is the Standout Podcast where everyone and anyone could be a standout. And today I have somebody who I've known for a long time, and these are the different type of episodes I've been wanting to do rather than music. I want to spread some spotlight on a new business and a new venture that's going on. And just talk about something a little different. Today, I got my homegirl, Victoria Flores, and she's starting a makeup business. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I feel good that I'm here seeing you again. Yes, it's been a long time. Yeah.
It was funny because when we first started with art and stuff, you wanted to do music.
Yeah.
And then, you took a break and now you're transitioning into makeup. Yeah. Tell me about that transition and what that was like for you, going from that to that.
I mean, I haven't stopped making music. I've been writing songs still. I do still sing. My boyfriend still hears me sing and it's probably annoying to him. I don't know. But with music, it's always in my life. I've been singing since I was very young. But I wanted to explore makeup more when my sister passed away and my grandmother passed away. Wow. I don't want to get too deep or too sad, you know. But they passed away a couple months ago, and that's what really started it, because my sister was like, you should do something with your makeup and get that started at least some way, somehow.
So that's really what inspired it, took it off. I know that you were in school for a long time. Did anything come of that, or you're fully into makeup and doing all that type of stuff?
I mean, I was still in school. The semester's over.
Right.
I'm studying business.
Okay.
Yeah, but Ep.14 University, so shout out.
Shout out to them. I was asking La Beauty and my girl Victoria over here about makeup tutorials and about, how they're a nuance and everything like that, and if she would do them for YouTube and things like that. And then she, in the break, expressed to me that she did a Facebook Live and that she had viewers and followers in here. So talk to me about doing a Facebook Live. Does that ever feel awkward too?
I mean, yeah, it does. It really does. Especially having to position the phone or the camera and then to be falling. I'm like, yeah, so you actually grab the makeup and you do this and that. I'm like, nah, we had to stop a couple times and be like, no, it was a mess.
That's why I don't understand this generation of vloggers. I don't understand how you can vlog your whole life, because to me, I'm too awkward. I'll drop the phone, break a camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So especially with makeup, because you're over here focused on this. And now you got to focus on that. And this person over here is telling you this follower just said this. You're like, okay, well, I just drew all over her face. Yep, that's exactly what. But it's and like I was saying too, obviously you did that. What is it about, makeup, not only that the reason why you wanted to do it, but the camaraderie within women within it. I've seen a lot of I've seen my sister become friends with a lot of girls just in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about that camaraderie amongst women in makeup in general, and why that is, and why you have the brand ambassador Kenya and stuff like that, how that all came about.
I mean, with makeup, with any gender, honestly, because it can be important. And, especially what you were talking about before, about having to do Facebook Lives with makeup and stuff like that. Those moments where, you might make a mistake can be the best moment for someone, because it can make them laugh and be interested in your products too. Be like, you know what? She's actually funny. She's serious. She's serious about her makeup, but she's also hilarious. But being, what were you saying? Inclusive with the makeup.
Inclusive with the makeup, and not only that, but also now having to, having brand ambassadors and people that actually put trust in you within your brand.
I mean, Kenya has been a friend of mine since middle school.
Right.
So I do trust her. Right. And she's been doing great, going ahead and spreading the love and telling people about my makeup. And she's actually did help me with the event that I had at Ep.14 University.
Wow.
Yeah. So I really appreciate her. Yeah. She has been helping me a lot. I appreciate my man as well, because he's a photographer. He's not going to probably say it, but whatever. But he's actually pretty good at it and amazing. But he has been helping me out.
We're going to shout out the page at the end, but go ahead.
No, but having people like that around you, positive and successful, that's the people that you want around.
Of course.
Because they're going to help you. And they're going to motivate you to do more and be inclusive with everything, with your makeup or whatever that you're doing that you're passionate about.
Right. You know, in terms of that, you know, now you have brand ambassadors, you have things like that. Do you ever think that maybe one day you will want your own shop and have people under you?
Yeah. I mean, right quick, I'm looking for some brand ambassadors. So if you're interested, you know, go ahead and DM me at LaviBeauty7 on Instagram.
Do that.
But I do want to get my own salon. I've been looking at Solar Salon in Farmington. But I've been looking at their spaces because they have barbers, they have nail technicians, they have like you know, people doing makeup and stuff like that. At the salon. So I'm like, you know what? This is a nice spot to go ahead and have everyone meet there and have me do their makeup.
Right.
So I would love to do that one day, you know, a couple months from now.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about it too is when you start getting into this, you know, industry, I think the best thing is personally just to go sit at a shop and maybe show people what it is. You know, I think everything with art, and that's what's so dope about not only this podcasting, rapping, singing, doing makeup, is it's really all about what you show, how talented you are. You know what I'm saying? It really is all dependent on that. So tell me, how much more do you know, feel like you need to work on, and how much do you know right now? Like, is there a scale, or is it like, I'm just beginning, I'm going to get there? Or is it just like, we're going to get there as we go?
I mean, it is a we'll get there as we go, but I'm like intermediate with it, you know?
Okay.
I'm not in the beginner's aspect of it, but with certain things, obviously, I feel that everyone is, especially with makeup artists, because you're still learning as you go.
Right, of course.
So I would say that I know enough to go ahead and get clientele or to get like my own spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I also want to ask about this because, haircuts, I know as a man, I got to get my hair cut. Right now, shit is crazy. Okay, they charging $70 for a haircut. But talk to me about, you know, obviously when I talk to my barber about it, he's talking about the razors, the money he had to spend on the clippers, all that different type of stuff. With you, we talking about a whole nother ball.
Yes.
We're talking about a chest full of stuff.
Yeah.
When you talk about pricing and stuff, how much is it that, listen, you're paying for not only my brand, but you're paying for me to get better and for me to keep doing this?
Yeah.
You know, so talk about that a little bit.
I mean, it definitely does, like the products that you get and you purchase yourself, especially with makeup, that does fall into place in like pricing and stuff like that. But you know, I wanted to give you this so you can definitely see it. But this right here is just like prices and stuff that I start at, you know?
So we're going to put this, I don't know if y'all can see it, but we definitely, you know what we're going to do? We definitely going to post this when it is. But right now it says, okay, I'm going to read it off to y'all. Right now it says soft glam for $45. She really hooking y'all up, to be honest. Full glam $55 and luxe glam $65. You're not finding that nowhere else.
No, because it does be like mad expensive. But I can tell you that when I do people's makeup, they're like, you're charging less than what you can. But honestly, I love my art. I love doing makeup. So for me, pricing doesn't necessarily matter, because if you're loving what you're doing, definitely, you know, go for it. I want to do affordable prices for everyone so they can like get their makeup done. Right. Because it'd be mad expensive out here. It really does. Like,
you know, and that's the thing even with this podcast. Like, we were just having a conversation before you came in, and people are on my ass. Like, yo, you should start charging artists like $300 to come up. There's other interviewers charging $1,000 for people to come up and do interviews. And I'm doing this shit for free, coming out of my own pocket. And I'm like, listen, I just love music. I love art. I love culture. So why not come out of my own pocket and try to help my people? You know what I'm saying? And to me, it just seems like, you know, what you're doing is definitely God's work right now, because there is a lot of shit in this industry where it's like, man, like you go to a barber right now, and when a barber ever told me like $200 for a cut, I looked at him, I said, your razor better make me look like something totally different. Something totally different. So, and just talk to me too, you know, you obviously started the Instagram page, you started the social media. Talk to me about, you know, having to do that over, because you know you have one page that's personal, you have one page that's for the business. Right now I'm going through that where it's like I wanted to run everything through my personal page, but it's like you need to start your own brand, and it's so hard where you're trying to just push it and push it and push it and push it. Talk to me a little bit about that and making that and being like, this is going to be something that we got to keep doing. Like, is there a strategy right now, you know, with the brand ambassadors? Are you trying to link other people into the profile? Like, what are you trying to do with the social media stuff?
I mean, with the social media stuff, I really just want to put I want to make it like my portfolio, you know, if I'm doing someone's makeup, I want to at least get their permission first, consent, and take their photo of the makeup that I did. So far I do have some photos of Kenya because she's my brand ambassador, but she's also a model of La Beauty. I did an Aaliyah tribute actually, and I posted that to Instagram. I seen that. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you so much.
No problem.
But I want to use that as a portfolio. So what my brand ambassadors do, well, what I only have one right now is Kenya. What she does is basically with any flyer, if she's like at a supermarket, a mall, whichever, she passes it out and lets them know. I do that myself too. You know, I've been in the Walmart Plaza and just letting people know, hey, I have affordable prices for makeup because I want everyone that wants to get their makeup done to get it done at an affordable price. And it's really good work, you know? And I could say that by just, you know, pointing out my Instagram page. If they like what they see, then they can get their makeup done, you know? But yeah, I'm not one to like brag and stuff like that, but I do want to be able to include everyone at an affordable price because obviously with the economy that's going on, the pricing for everything, especially gas in itself, is so expensive.
Groceries, rent.
Yes.
You can't even have one job no more. You got to have 3.
So if I can go ahead and do somebody's makeup and teach them at the same time for an affordable price, I would say that's
an experience within itself. You know, and just tell me too, like when you look at the higher ups, you look at the celebrities, you look at things like that. Who is somebody like as a celebrity you draw the most inspiration from right now, and you look at you're like, yo, like I hope to get to that point, you know, in terms of makeup?
I mean, what do I look at for a celebrity for makeup?
Yeah, or like like a celebrity makeup artist, somebody like that, like within the industry.
So I used to work with this girl actually, and she does TikTok videos. I really love the way that she does her makeup. It's the Amanda Show on TikTok. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but
shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Her makeup is like really good, but like she's very funny in the videos, and I love anybody that can be like funny and be able to express their art and stuff like that. Because I myself am very awkward, and shout out to my awkward people.
Yes, I am also awkward.
But I want to be able to do that too. I want to be able to like. My friend was just telling me too. She was like, you know what? You're hilarious.
Right.
Why don't you do stand-up comedy and makeup at the same time? Just get that done. Like, let's do that.
You open up a shop with a little stage in it. You know what I'm saying? Have people walk through, tell jokes, make people laugh while they're getting their makeup done. Ain't nothing more better than that. You know what I'm saying? Very cool. But I mean, in terms of everything else, you know, starting a business is hard. You know that being in business school. I know that being in business school. When you think about the long term for this business and where you see it going, how much do you think, you know, not only are you going to have to, obviously you're going to have to do a lot. I got to reword this question. Obviously you're going to have to do a lot, but where do you see this business going in like 10 years from now? Like, what do you see? Are you trying to look that far down the line, or is it like...
I mean, when I'm thinking about the future, I'm thinking about the past too, especially where I like learn my craft. I mean, I'm going to go back to where I learned it, and then I'll go back to your question. So I learned my makeup, like I explored more with it when I was like 17 years old. I was living in Colombia for a few months, Cali, Colombia. Okay. So shout out to my Colombians.
Shout out to Colombianas.
Yeah. So seeing how they wear their clothes, how they do their makeup, and my grandmother who you know, especially when I was like very young, but seeing her put makeup on, her nails done, and getting her hair done. She didn't even care. She was going to the gas station or supermarket, whatever, but she had it done. But it wasn't too much. It was just like the right amount of makeup. And at the same time, I know people are gonna like throw some hate, but I don't want to say like there's too much or there's too little in makeup, because there really isn't. It's really up to you at the end of the day. But for now, I want to say that I do see like a lot of clientele, I want to be able to have that space where people can go and get their makeup done and like, you know, express themselves or just like talk about like their day if they're like having like struggles, like just, you know, I want to be able to create like a friendship with them,
right?
Or just create a safe space, like a safe space for them to come to and get their makeup done.
Right.
That's what I want.
You know, I think the craziest thing, and this is probably one of the last ones I'm gonna ask. You know, when you think about, you know, what you're doing. You know, when I think about like when I was taking care of my mom, me doing this, you're trying to help somebody else. And not only that, you're trying to help somebody else look better. Yeah. So tell me, like, when you think of doing this and you start trying to do this, when is it like I'm actually going to start helping people feel better about themselves? And maybe there was days where I didn't feel so great. Tell me how much that feels good knowing that now when they leave your chair, they're going to go out and feel just way better or feel like that last day at work where their boss was on their ass, it all brushes away because they see themselves and it's like, look at what she did. So tell me about that and that feeling. You know? I
mean, when I used to work at my old job doing makeup, I'm not going to like say the exact store, stuff like that for obvious reasons. Right. But I had, you know, people that had cancer that wanted to get their eyebrows done or burnt victims and stuff like that, like putting on foundation for the person that had like those scars and making her feel so much better, so much like she was like, I feel beautiful, I love this. And I'm like, you know what, I wanted to cry. I'm like, I'm glad that I did that for her. Definitely. And especially with the like cancer patients, my grandmother had pancreatic cancer as well. But doing like their eyebrows and they're like feeling happy with themselves and like looking in the mirror and being like, now that's me. That's who I was. And being able to do that for them, that's like what's important to me. So at the end of the day, like I said, I want to be able to do makeup for everyone. And definitely bring them in. And you know what? I suffer with anxiety and depression, and I'm sure there's people out there that have been as well, or that's going through it right now. I want to be able to bring them all in, just get their makeup done, or, you know, whatever they have to do. If they want to come in and just like talk, I'm definitely for it. I should have like followed through my psychology degree. That's what my dad's probably like watching this video and being like, I told you, do psychology. That's it. But I want to be able to do business, so
we cannot do what our parents want us to do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Dad, I know you want me to be an accountant, but I suck at fucking math. All right, I can't do it. Like, I'm here. I'm a podcaster. I'm a graphic designer. She's not a psychologist. She does beauty. She does all that.
Yeah.
We can't. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do both. You know what? I'll do both. Okay. That's it.
We'll sit them in a chair, do their makeup, and talk about their problems.
Yeah, that's fine enough for me.
That's therapy in itself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But listen, the last question I want to ask you, and I wanted to ask this question. It might be a dumb question, but what is your dream client? Like, who is gonna sit in that chair? You're gonna be like, oh God.
A dream client. I want to like. This is a joke in my head at first. I'm like, my mom, because she is so picky with the makeup. She's like, you're not doing it right. I'm like, she was like, that's not right. If I could sit her down and have her say, this is right, this is what I want, that's the dream for me. Listen, that's enough for me.
And listen, you ain't getting no discount around here. You gotta pay La Beauty what you owe. You know what I'm saying? We know you moms. Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Happy Mother's Day.
But you gotta pay full price. Yeah. Listen, Victoria, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, I thank you for even coming on.
Mm-hmm.
I like people that start businesses. I like people that do different things. This right here, make sure you go follow her at La Beauty 7, all that different type of stuff. Listen, you know, from music to college to everything, you know, I watched you grow. I appreciate the growth. I see you trying to work.
Yeah.
It's hard. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to get it. I have nothing but faith, and that's why I brought you on here. And thank you for even coming and, you know,
thank you so much for having me, honestly.
No problem. Listen, plug all your stuff. Tell them where they could find you. Tell everybody how you could become a brand ambassador, all that right now.
All right. So like I was saying, all the information is on this card right here. Right. So definitely find me at la.vbeauty7. That's on Instagram. And then if you want to get your makeup done, you can go ahead and follow that page. You can go ahead and email me. It's at la.bbeauty7@gmail.com. So that's basically, that's where you can find me. If you want to be a brand ambassador, do DM me and talk to me through Instagram, and we'll get that set up for you. Okay?
Definitely. Yeah. Listen, this has been the Standout Podcast where anyone could be a standout. Today I got La Beauty, my homegirl Victoria. And before I go, shout out to Deja White, Dre God, The Pod Lounge, 171 Orange Street, New Haven, Connecticut. If you need a podcast done, you need some studio time, you need a live performance, you know who to come hit. Deja, I'll say it again, I'm sorry. I'm always late. I fuck up a lot. We got La Beauty in the building. You know what time it is. Standout Podcast. Bye.